Okay, do you consider that we spend more than the people in Africa when you
No.
come to buying?
No, I don't think so, because they earn the money here in Europe. For example, if I'm working in Nigeria and they are paying me 200,000 per month and I use it to come to Europe, I may not buy much. But somebody working in Europe and they are paying you, let's say, 100 euro per month, that's big money. When you bring it home to Nigeria, you are rich.
Can you tell us where are you coming from?
We are coming from Lagos,
Lagos, Nigeria.
Nigeria. Yes.
Everybody is coming from Lagos, Nigeria.
I came from Onitsha,
Okay.
Nigeria.
You came from Onitsha, Nigeria. Thank you so much.
From Lagos, Nigeria.
Okay, Lagos, Nigeria. With the 6 days you guys have spent in Europe, what have you guys observed?
We observe discipline and the neatness.
Okay.
Everybody do things orderly here, unlike Nigeria, where people don't protocol.
Okay.
This one here, they regard protocol and they do things very, very orderly.
What it's saying is queue. When there is a queue, both big man, poor man, they will join.
Wow, this is very, very interesting. Something I'm gonna ask you something about this again. Okay, sir, you've been in Europe for the past 6 days right now, and I want to believe that you have tested their food and you can see what you have eaten. So, if you want to say something about the food in the country that you have been to, Barcelona or Italy, do you have anything to say about that?
Yeah, we have been here for 6 good days and we have been testing variety of foods.
Yeah.
And the beauty of it is that this is where you can get actual balanced diet. Whatever you want, you eat.
Wow.
And you eat to your own limitation.
Thank you so
Okay,
much.
and when we compare it to where we are coming from, there we consider the cost. Not that we don't have the food or the resources, but because of the cost. But over here, having been paid by our company, we are enjoying it without knowing the cost.
Wow.
But when we evaluate the cost, it's very, very high.
It's very, very high.
Why, if we consider where we are coming from?
That is very true.
Thank
That
you.
is very true. Thank you so much. So, to you, man, what do you have to say about the food that you have actually eaten here?
The problem we have here is that because on coming we changed money, naira, euro was 1,800 we bought. So converting our naira to euro, I was made to always calculate before I eat anything. I bought a bottle of water. They said 4 euro. I now checked it, 4 euro. How much am I drinking? 1,800 by 4. That's 5,200 I'm drinking in one sip. And when we came here, I wanted to ease myself. They now charged me 1 point something euro. And I said, I drink water 5.2. I will go use 2,007. Go urinate half of the money. Now, wow, make I not drink water again.
Okay.
You know, so these are the things we check. We bought a plate of, for some days now, we've been home food sick.
Yeah.
So we now ordered for obono soup.
Okay.
Do you know how much that obono cost us to eat? But then we can't help it. We need to eat African food.
Eat African food. Wow.
Yes.
All right, please, sir. Can you say something about that?
Yes, most of their food here is processed food, unlike our own. That is
much Maggi.
natural.
Too much
So,
sugar. Too much
What
salt.
they eat here, what they eat here mostly is processed food.
Yeah.
That maybe pastas or something like that. Though it's good, it's fine, it's fantastic.
All right.
I love it.
Okay, thank
But
you so
we
much.
love the vegetables.
Yeah.
And not vegetable. If you're a vegetarian, Europe is for you.
Wow.
In fact, you will enjoy it. The vegetables are massive. One of us, unfortunately, she's not here. Unfortunately, she's not here. She loves the vegetable. Morning, afternoon, night, she's on veggies.
Wow.
But if you're a eater, like me and Mr. P Wave, I beg, no come on.
All right. This is why I love Nigeria. I'm very happy to meet a Nigeria guy, because anywhere Nigeria they are always cruise. Okay, now with your experience, you can determine and say something about people who are actually living in Europe, how they are trying or whether they are trying or not, based on what you calculated when you want to buy food. Okay, now I know you are going to say, yeah, they are living here in Europe. Okay, do you consider that we spend more than the people in Africa when you come to buying?
No, I don't think so, because they earn the money here in Europe. For example, if I'm working in Nigeria and they are paying me 200,000 per month and I use it to come to Europe, I may not buy much. But somebody working in Europe and they are paying you, let's say, 100 euro per month, that's big money. When you bring it home to Nigeria, you are rich. But if you are spending it here, like I entered Zara shop yesterday, top I saw in Nigeria that I can get cheaper. They were telling me 84 euro.
Yeah.
If I convert it, I may not be able to buy it because I'll check. I can get it cheaper in Nigeria.
Wow.
So I check all these things before I make any purchase. I buy the things I know that have the value. Some things that I refuse to buy it because they are okreka. Most of the clothes I saw in Europe here, I can get them in okreka, very cheap.
In
Yes,
Nigeria.
in Nigeria.
Okay, now that means living in Europe or living in Nigeria is more cheaper than to live in Europe. Is that what you are saying?
For people that earn in Europe, it's cheaper for them. But for us that earn in Naira and come to Europe to holiday, it's very expensive.
Very expensive for you
Yes.
guys. Wow. Okay, that is very true.
Yeah, for people living here, actually they are making their money here. But if I'm given the opportunity to live here, I won't live here. I would rather live in Nigeria. Do you know why?
Don't worry.
We what they gather here, they spend all of them here.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have balance to send home.
Yeah.
Whatever through taxation and other expenses, housing and everything and enjoyment that they spend all here.
You are very.
And
very right.
for them to have reservation is very, very difficult.
Very
But
difficult.
back in Nigeria, if I'm earning 200,000, I'll be sure of reserving not less than 100,000 at the end of the
end of the
month. So that at the end of the year, you have something to reckon on. Okay? But here, I'm not surprised if they are not sending anything to our people at home. Okay, you'll be hearing that my brother is in abroad, my brother is here, but whatever they earn in abroad.
Because they some earn 1,200. Some people earn 1,200 euro. Let's assume we are making it to 1,200 naira in Nigeria, because it's the same thing. We are not talking about conversion. Because people here doesn't convert money. Now Nigeria convert, but most people in Africa they will convert 1,200 euro to Nigeria to see how much it's gonna be there, but they are not converting it, they are spending it here.
But the only way someone here can survive without any problem is when that person is really professional. Professional.
Yeah.
You are a physicianist, doctors, lawyers, people that are nurses.
Yeah.
These are the people that are paying heavily.
You are very, very
And they have much to return home.
Thank you so
Very
much.
much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
There is also something I noticed about people living in Europe, even Nigerians among them and Europeans. They've programmed their life about this. Last year we came for summer vacation in France and Paris. We noticed that every summer people travel to different people in Paris come to Spain, people in Spain go to Canada. People move, they go and enjoy, they forget about their work, their business, they relax and enjoy themselves for like 1 month or 2 weeks. I noticed it. Like we entered a cruise ship some days ago. Inside that cruise, will you believe that we are the only Nigerians there? A cruise boat that carries 6,000 people, and only us, 5 of us, are the only Nigerians. Do you know why? Because Nigerians cannot afford to pay for that kind of cruise. To them it's expensive, but to this Oyibo, this is a part of, in fact, to them is a way of life. To us is waste. It is waste. How can I come and sleep inside a cheap for how many days and pay how much and forget my business and pay how much? But you see them, they will come out during the afternoon when there is sun, relax, just close their eyes and be enjoying the sun. Small time in the winter inside, but we Nigerians, we cannot do that. So that is what I noticed.
Anyway, it is a very good thing to meet you guys here. Please, can you tell us your name?
Peter.
And your name, man?
Triple joy.
Triple J. And you, sir?
My name is Showers. Showers of blessing.
Oh, showers of blessing. That is nice. Anyway, it is my first time here meeting Nigeria or meeting people coming from Nigeria to Colosseum as a visitor. Yeah, it's gonna be a pleasure time to speak with them. And